guys? Welcome to another episode of the Couch Crunch podcast. I'm your host, Nick, and I have my two co hosts with me, Amir and Don. Go ahead and introduce you guys.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Hope everyone's doing well. Against these topics.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Yeah, we're just interested in getting on all these topics. Hope everybody's doing well.
I hope you guys are having an amazing Memorial Day weekend and have an amazing holiday as well. And on today's episode, we're actually going to be talking about a few things. We're going to be talking about the new trailer that they just revealed for Star Wars Survivor, and it being on next gen only. So I think that's very interesting. And also we're gonna dive into Multiverse, the fighting game that's for free. That's gonna be, um, I think it's gonna be a free to play game, and they're gonna have a beta out in July, and uh, and we'll get into the rest of the topics. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm already excited for this new Star Wars game because honestly, it looks like we already know it looks fantastic. Um, After the first one, I kind of had a feeling like they was actually gonna make another game. It just had that feel to it because it clearly seemed like it wasn't just gonna end at that particular game. This game deserved a sequel. So I mean, I think it's gonna come out fantastic. What I like about it so far, we're seeing new enemies, which I've never seen. That guy that's like talking, it seems like he's a new species that I've never seen before in the Star Wars franchise for sure. Um, and it seems like it's been years since because he looks a lot older than what he was in the first one. So it seems like it took a couple years after the first game, and he just looks like he's ready to go all in and fuck shit up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What are you guys' thoughts on it so far?
Uh, well, I guess I could go since I don't know too much about it, but yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely looks really good from what I see so far. It's going to come out the next gen only exclusively, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
because it's about time. I mean, me and Mira, we kind of already spoke about this before in the past. Like, it's just at this point in time. I still think it's fair, for people to. I don't know if they're still. Well, this is only going to be for next gen only, but I mean, because I don't know how the gaming community, would react. I don't know if it's still there. There's still people struggling out there to still get their hold on the next gen consoles. At this point, I believe like it should be a little easier than it was in the past for sure. Or even then, because even if by the time this game comes out, I'm sure like at this point everybody should at least have one at this time. But
Yeah. Especially since like the new versions of the PS5 are
Fi
about to drop this year
right,
too.
and
So
Sony's been making a lot of promises with, the supplyment has been a lot, right? Like they're saying like
yeah,
the supplyment is gonna be to the point where everyone's gonna be able to have one apparently. So that's what I'm saying at this point is, because I also want to look at it from both ends. Like I don't know if people are still out there that still can't afford it. um I do want them to have a chance, to experience the games that are coming out, but unfortunately like the way the future is holding, like it's already been like 2 or 3 years since these consoles have been out already, and that's already putting a damper on the lifespan of it, because clearly the lifespan for each generation is like what 7 8 years or something whatnot, and we're already like 3 years in, and we a lot of people didn't even get a chance to experience the first 2 years. So
yeah,
I think
it's
I
golfers.
think it's an amazing, I think it's about time we need to start implementing games that is just strictly for the next generation games, because we need to really push this shit to the limit, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, yeah, but it's looking good from the trailer I've seen. Yeah, like a new enemy coming along and against, and I seen like it's like a character inside the pod. I'm not sure if that's another enemy or if it's like a clone or something.
Yeah,
Like,
that was the part that I was confused about too. I was like, I don't know where I don't know what that is in the glass tube or whatever the case is. Like it does look interesting though. I've never seen that before.
yeah, I wonder what this one's gonna be about. Where it's gonna the adventure's gonna take. But with everything.
And it's
I
been
definitely want to go back and play the first one before it comes out.
I highly advise it because it was really a good game for Xbox One, I believe, yeah, and PlayStation as well. But I highly advise it though because it was such a great game to play, especially as a
Yeah,
Star Wars fan as well.
yeah, it did really well. I believe it came out 2019, the first one, and it
Yeah.
did pretty well. The
Yep.
ratings wise, everybody talked highly about it, so have to give it a shot.
Oh yeah, Mira, what's your thoughts on it so far?
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for it. So the first one, right? I can't remember the story too much. I think it was like Cal Lucas is the main protagonist's name, right? And I think he's some like one of the last fallen Jedi or something like that.
Yeah.
And like I think his crew, they like guide him in the direction that he needs to go in order to become like, or I guess either find out about like becoming the Jedi or something like that. I think that's like shortly the premise of it. But yeah, that game was fantastic. Like it was great. I think it's arguably one of the best Star Wars games. Period.
I agree.
I think, and the thing is like, especially with Star Wars fans, like a lot of people date back to like the early Battlefront games and like the PS2 and stuff like that.
Right.
So like culturally, like I think a lot of people they consider those games like the best among Star Wars, but I do feel like Star Wars Fallen Order was definitely a huge one of the better Star Wars games we've gotten in a while outside of like the Battlefront series. But yeah, I mean, we can't really be surprised at how good it is, how good the sequel will be. I mean, it's developed by Respawn, right? So
Yeah.
So far, Respawn has only made hits like the Titanfall series, Apex, Star Wars. Like they haven't failed us yet. So I'm pretty sure the sequel is going to be, it's going to like capitalize much more off of what happened from the original. But my favorite thing about the Fallen Order was like the gameplay. The gameplay was great.
Oh yeah.
Like the fucking gameplay with the lightsabers, like it was amazing.
It has
like,
so much. Like the combat system, man. Like it had so much unique skills and shit like that.
It was amazing. Like you change, I think you can change the color of the lightsaber. I think it had a lot of cool customization options. Like
yeah, you could change.
A lot of to his fire. Like
you could change like you can change him, like his hair color and stuff, right? Or something.
Yeah. Bro, the boss fights in that game.
Yeah,
the boss fights, the evil sister, I think, and the second sister or something like that. Bro, the fight with, I don't want to spoil anything for Dante, but like that last fight at the end, once you beat the final boss, it's crazy.
It was so funny.
It's crazy.
I remember being on the phone with you. I was like, yo, how did you pass this shit, man? It was so
And
funny.
I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, bro, didn't you die? Like, aren't you technically dead?
Right.
Like, how are you here? But yeah, I mean that was a great cliffhanger at the end. Yeah, I mean, like from the trailer was great. I mean, it's not too much we can take from it because it was just a review trailer,
right?
So like, there's not much we can go off of in terms of like gameplay and stuff. But yeah, I mean, the guy that's in the canister thing, I kind of thought that was, I don't know if it would make any type of connection, but I think in correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in, what was it? It was Star Wars, the second movie. Wasn't like Luke in like some type of canister water thing like that?
He was like in like cryogenic. It was like concrete. It was like frozen concrete or some shit like that.
Yeah, so that kind of gave me vibes like that. Like, yo, what if this is like old version of Luke or something like that? Like a version that was like, I mean, obviously what we seen, it was like water, so like It wasn't anything cryogenic or anything, but what if this is a homage to that? Like, I don't know who we're gonna get, because like this is like
This is
I don't know how many years
yeah, and the thing is, like, we don't even have we don't even know like what was the even in the first game. We don't know how many years it's been after since the
since the Jedi died,
yeah
right?
yeah
So, well, I think it tells you, but like that's in the middle of the story. They discuss it, but yeah, like we don't know what characters are alive. We don't know anything. But I do agree. Yeah, he definitely is a lot older. Um, and I like for me, I'm looking for, like I said, the story was great in the first one. So I don't really have an issue with the story.
mm.
I just want to see a little bit new gameplay elements
Oh
because the first
sure
game, the foundation was so great for it. I don't know how they can kind of capitalize off of what is already so great. It's kind of like Horizon, like, Horizon, the first one was great, but like they were able to make like subtle improvements to the second one to make it feel even better.
right.
So like I hope that's what they can do with this game. Don't just copy and paste the gameplay from this one, from the first one to the second one. Definitely like, go in, relook at some things. Even if you got to switch up a little bit of the animation or whatever, like, just change like subtle things to make it feel like a sequel to the game.
Exactly. You're hitting the shit right on the nail. I agree.
Yeah.
For sure. I agree with that 100%. And what do you feel like? Like, do you think like multiplayer might be added? Like, do you think that would be cool if they do that?
I want to say, I think it'd be a cool idea. The only thing is like, I don't think they would do it. Wouldn't fit right
It wouldn't
because
feel
like
right. Yeah.
the first game didn't have enough cast to actually make. Well, it did, but not really. Like, I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah. That's
I don't know how. I don't think I would want multiplayer in that though.
yeah. Yeah.
Only because there's so many. Like, people still play Battlefront 2. Like, that's a big Star Wars multiplayer game.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think I would want multiplayer in that.
Yeah. Because then it's like, how would they even go about? You know what I mean? Like, how would that like?
Yeah, like I don't want some generic multiplayer where everybody is playing Cal Lucas and we're just like,
Or
I don't want that, right? Like I want something that's a little quality based. Them to take. I mean, they could have like, right. The game came out in 2019. I mean, it'd be 4 years, because the game comes here, which 4 years is enough time to invest in a single player. I don't know if it's enough time to do single player and multiplayer and execute it. I don't know if that's enough time.
Nah, yeah, I agree. Nah, yeah, for sure. I don't think it's enough time. And then it's like, even if they were to give us like a customization character to just use and customize your own character, it's kind of
It would
like,
be corny. Like,
yeah,
that's
it would.
whack. That's whack. Like,
And then it's
Yeah,
like,
and it comes off more like a single player game anyway.
yeah,
Unless
like,
it's,
yeah. I mean, I'm just asking because it's like they've done this before with games that didn't, like, God of War got away with it back in like with Ascension and shit like that. But there's games out there that they made that was only really supposed to feel. I can't like name off like a lot of them off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure like they've done this before where a game is like they made a game and then the sequel will have like a multiplayer to it, and clearly it wasn't a good combination to mix in the when it's supposed to just be story driven based. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So they've done it before. So I just was curious. I'm like, I wonder if that would be a clue. But honestly, I mean, I think the game looks great, though. I mean, I think it's just about time that it looks great. The only thing I want from it is, like I said, I just want to see how it goes. I mean, that's like you said, we can't really speculate too much off it because it was just a short reveal of the game.
Yeah. Honestly, I wasn't even expecting it. Like, it was in
I wasn't either. I'm not gonna.
Like, don't get me wrong, it was in the back of my mind, like, yo, when are we going to get a sequel to this game? But it was never nothing like something that I was aspiring for, like, oh, I want this. Like,
right.
No, I figured, within the next couple of years or so, it'll probably come out. But I was never expecting it. Like, if you told me that this trailer came out 2 hours from now, I'd have been like, huh? Wait, so already? Like,
yeah, it's been it wasn't like I wasn't expecting it either. I wasn't like when I seen it, I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it's just like one of those games, like you weren't really like super passionate, like you wasn't really super excited for, but you appreciate it though, right? Like it's like, oh, okay,
it's one of those like I wasn't expecting it. Not that I didn't care for it, but I wasn't expecting it right now.
Right.
Like, it's not something that was like, oh, I want that sequel. Like,
And
you know what I mean?
I'm just curious, like, on how would it like compete, like it did, because obviously it just says 2023, right? I don't even think it has like a month or anything like that. So it's like, what I mean by compete, like, because next year, I don't know, it doesn't look like God of War is coming out, whatever, like that. We have Spider-Man coming out next year, and then then if God of War decides to release next year, it's like there's gonna be a lot of hitters. Like,
Is that next year? I thought that was Spider-Man.
yeah,
I thought that was like 2024.
no, it's it's. I mean, you could research it, but I was pretty sure like it was I was pretty sure it was 2023.
Yeah, that's crazy too, because they're supposed to come on another Star Wars game, like Star Wars Eclipse. I heard about that.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the one that I heard about a long time ago, right? Like,
yeah, like on award shows last year, they was
maybe,
promoting
but
it.
wait, is that still a thing, or did they decide to change the name, or just decide to go like, no, that's still a thing, right? The Eclipse.
Yeah, that's still
Yeah,
it's under
yeah.
quantum dreams, quantum.
Okay, so
dreams.
now it's like Star Wars is trying to like take over, bro. Like, you got 2 fucking games. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was curious about that too, but
Yeah, yep, Eclipse. Yep. It's still there, but we don't have an actual release date. Yeah, so it's like, how would it tie into like this story though? It's like, what is this one has, it just doesn't seem like it has anything to do with the Fallen Order. So
Yeah. Oh, you mean the sequel?
no, the Eclipse. Like,
I don't think it has anything. I think it's a standalone.
yeah.
It's a whole different game, whole different developer.
yeah, it seems like it's completely separate.
You said I think Spider-Man, right? I just wanted to see that too. I think Spider-Man is 2023.
Release date. Release date.
Yeah, it still says it. It still says 2023. That's what I'm seeing right here. This doesn't say a date to be certain, but at least
that's cool. So
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm wondering like, how would this compete against it? I mean, no, it's not really much of a competition because it's 2 different things. But uh, I'm just like curious, like when will they decide to like release this, around what timing? You know, I think this is a great thing though. I mean, I'm happy because, even with I don't know if a lot of people got a chance to watch Obi-Wan Kenobi, but it's just Star Wars in general right now it's like trending as hell right now. Like, it's popping.
yeah. Just to go back to that Star Wars for a second, I actually am kind of excited for this because Quantanic Dream
Mm-hmm.
they made Henry Gold and I actually played all 3 of those, and I really like those games. So if it's going to be like a simulation decision making type of game, I'm all for that. It's like an interactive storytelling type of thing. So I'm all for that.
Yeah, I love those type of games too. I played all of them too, and yeah, that's interesting that Star Wars is like under their belt now too. So
Yeah. So wait. So is it being made by Quantum Dreams? You said?
Sorry, it's Quantic Dreams.
Oh,
Not
Quantic.
Quantic.
I thought, is that the same people that made Heavy Rain or no?
Yeah, they made Heavy Rain.
Oh, that
Quantic Dreams.
yeah, I think that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good that's gonna be a good game.
Beyond Two Souls was my shit. That was fun.
Yeah, Beyond. We was on there. It was what, 2013, right? I believe around there.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm excited for that game too because I seen the trailer for it and I was like, this is different, and I have no idea like who's the player that you're supposed to be, like the main protagonist of it. So it's interesting. I think it's a different take on Star Wars because it's like, I like that when they implement new characters and new scenery of Star Wars and stuff like that, because it's like it gets really creative when they do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so many ideas they can explore.
Oh, for sure, because it's such a massive like a massive franchise. Like it's just there's so much to do with that. So it's an amazing thing that they're doing. I just didn't think that they were gonna be greedy and make 2 fucking games now.
Right. Yeah. Spreading
Like
out a lot of content for
not
Star Wars.
a lot of games. I don't what platform. I mean, what franchise out there makes 2 games within the same year? I've never seen that before. They're not the same game. They're made by 2 different developers, but I'm just saying like it's still Star Wars though. It's like when do you see that? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for these guys. I hope you guys out there are enjoying, like you guys get to enjoy like the trailer and stuff like that, or you know, if you're super excited about this new game that's coming out. And like we said, when we get more content on it, if they decide to release gameplay a couple months before the game comes out, or any other content before this end of the year, we'll definitely talk further about it. Because again, we're really interested in Star Wars and where it's going to be going in video games. Super excited about that. And
Yeah.
and for the multiverse, I think this game is going to be fucking great, bruh. You know, it's just because again, like let's already start with the fact of it's free to play. It's free to play. That's like number 1 for me. Number 2, it has all the DC characters that I love off the bat. And then it has a splash of like other interesting characters from Warner Brothers. You know, like the Game of Thrones Anna Stark, Arya Stark. Yeah, I said Anna, and Arya Stark, and then you know with Scooby Doo and all these other all these other unique characters that we never would have suspected to be in a video game. It's just like it's fucking nuts, bro.
It's under Warner Brothers, right? Like this.
No, actually, it was interesting because me and Mira actually dived a little more into it. This is actually it's not made by Warner Brothers. I don't think so. It's made by a new. Maybe they advertised it. But as far as developers, this is actually a new company that developed the game. Developed this game for the this is their very first game that they put together. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's interesting because like you know usually from Don, like it's usually when you see developers out there, their first game is really not like like it's not really hit, like it won't be as good as like a game like that, you know, for your first game, you know. So it's interesting to see that, you know.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that's interesting to see how well they do.
What are your thoughts on it,
Yeah, a
Don?
lot of people
I don't know.
liking it.
I don't know if you got a chance to like see the gameplay or trailers from it.
Oh yeah, I was able to see a trailer from it. Yeah, it's funny that they put the Shaggy. They took a meme and made it a reality.
I remember that though. Remember when it first they came out? I think a while back on one of our episodes, and we talked about it. We was like, "What the fuck? He's ultra Shaggy."
Yeah.
I think that's what they call him.
Right.
Yeah, that motherfucker was Super Saiyan, bro.
Yeah.
Like that shit was crazy. But Don, go ahead, though. My bad.
Oh yeah, well yeah. It seems like they like they going with the Smash Bros kind of approach of like the battle kind of feel to it. Yeah, I can see it doing a lot. Like a lot of the people of the franchises probably flock to it of each fan base, like with DC and Looney Tunes and Scooby Doo. All their fan bases combined probably flock to it. I already see people posting like their mains, like people maining Tasmanian Devil. They saying he's like
I was just about to ask you. That was going to be my next question. Not to cut you off, but I was just going to ask you like, what character would be your main to use in there if you did like when you decide to play it?
Damn, I don't know. It's hard to say. I would have to get like a feel for each character.
Right, but if you had to pick one, like from what you see in there, like what do you feel like?
Right. I'll probably try to Bugs Bunny and see how he see what he's about.
Yeah, fuck him up with the carrots, right, or some shit.
Shit. I don't know what each of them like their type of fighting styles are, but it's interesting to see that. Oh yeah, they also got like Steven Universe from Cartoon Network in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, or even like if you wanted to act, like if I wanted to go ahead and let me ask you this, like what characters would you like to see implement, like, be put in this game if possible? Like, if it was DLC content. I know you like, well, I don't know about pay for, but like, if like, let's just speculate.
Actually,
What'd you say, Amir?
I'll go over that. You hear me?
Nah, you broke up a little bit. What'd you say?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So can we just hold off on that extra character list for a second? Because I actually have something I wanted to talk about that specifically.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, God, Bugs Bunny definitely is a. I think he's a good character. I think he might be a pretty much. I can see him being like a rush downer.
Okay.
I can definitely see him being a rush downer. I mean, like projectiles, I can only really see him throwing like carrots and shit. Potentially having like a hammer for up close combat, but
Right.
Bugs definitely seems like a more grounded, rush down type of character.
Right. Okay.
Like I met him. I had mentioned this before to Nick before that I'd probably my character would be Arya Stark because that's my gal from Game of Thrones. So yeah, she's probably gonna be the first person I pick up and play. And then I mean after that I'll probably play. I'm interested to see how Superman is built. Typically, Superman is OP in most games.
That's my character.
So I'm curious to see how Superman works. Who else?
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, Harley Quinn. That's one of them. I forgot that Wonder Woman was actually in this game.
Yeah, because like they didn't really show her like in the trailer. They just showed her like when the picture popped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I forgot about Wonder Woman. Velma's in there. I seen Velma. But yeah, I mean, I think the starter cast is really cool. So I have a list here, and it talks about all the confirmed and leaked characters. So these are confirmed leaked, but there's a huge possibility that they can be in the game. And from what I'm seeing here, it feels like most of these characters could most likely fit in the game. Right. But before I go into that, let me just go into the original full roster of characters at launch.
All right.
All right, so we got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, Shaggy, Bugs Bunny, Arya Stark, Jake the Dog, Finn the Human, Steven Universe, Garnet, Tom and Jerry, Ren Dog, Velma, Taz, and the Iron Giant. These are all confirmed characters. Which for me, I think this is a fire ass starter.
It's so diverse, bro.
Bro, the first five is already fire. Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, and Shaggy. And then you get to Bugs Bunny, Arya Stark, and then like the Adventure Time characters like Jake the Dog, Finn the Human, and then like Steven Universe, and then Tom and Jerry. And then you got Taz, bro. Taz from the Looney Tunes.
Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people using him as of now. Like, I'm curious. People meaning Taz.
I'm curious to see like how would the Iron Giant perform. Like,
I know, right? Yeah, he definitely look crazy.
I was about to say, I didn't know he was in there. Okay.
Yeah, he looks.
All right, so these are the leaked characters, right? So these are leaked, and 100% of like it's not 100% confirmed, but it's saying this is a huge possibility. So I'll go over the list first, and then I guess we can go back to it and like figure out the actual reality of them being in the game.
Okay.
So the first one's the Joker. Second one is Marvin the Martian.
Okay.
The third one is LeBron James from Space Jam.
Oh my God.
Wait. The next one is Nubia from DC.
Ooh.
After that, it's Raven. This was a crazy kicker. The next one after that is Gandalf from Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Wait. That it gets better than that. Ooh. The next one supposedly is supposed to be Legolas from Lord of the Rings.
Oh my God.
Wait. Save this second. We'll come back. So then after that, I'm gonna go through them quickly. That way we can get hyped based on.
I'm already hyped.
All right, so then we got Harry Potter, we got Ron Weasley, we got Rick Sanchez, we got Morty, we got I'm sorry if I butcher this name. It's Cromullen from Rick and Morty, something like that.
I don't even know who that
Then we
is.
got Fred Flintstone, Johnny Bravo, Mad Max, Ben 10, Godzilla, King Kong, Neo, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Gizmo, and Emmett. So,
So
yeah.
all right. So let's go. Let's take a step at a time, and we'll discuss every single one and one at a
All
time.
right. So the first one on the list they have is the Joker. Not surprised. Joker any game that DC characters in, he has to be in there.
Right. Like I don't even know why that was that. That should have even been on the original roster.
Joker.
Actually,
Joker has to be. Joker has to be in there. So I'm all for Joker. Marvin the Martian. This one I'm excited for.
This way, I mean, that's expected too, because it's like you already have like half of the Looney Tunes in there already.
So Marvin the Martian, I'm dead. That's definitely a go. Next was LeBron James from Space
I don't know. Get him up. No, Don, go ahead. Don, go ahead. You go. You say.
I'm guessing this is a spawning from the recent Space Jams 2 movie, so I'm guessing that's why they put him there.
I mean, they already have him in. They already have him in Fortnite, though. I don't get it.
Yeah, dude, I forgot about that.
Yeah, but I think he's also under Warner Brothers, so that's probably what it is.
No, I mean, how are you gonna? But how would his moveset even be? What are you gonna hit him with basketballs? Like I don't.
I don't know, it's LeBron James. So like, I'm not against it, but I understand why. Right? If you're gonna have the Looney Tunes, and you're especially like, it makes sense.
He's kind of like the new face of them now, right? Like,
yeah, like it kind of makes sense. Like the movie just came out last year, and you already have a bunch of Looney Tune characters in here. Why not? It would be a great opportunity for them to add him in there and get his character more recognition. So it makes sense.
But to see him in this kind of game, though, like,
I mean, it'd be crazy. Like, yeah. So after that was Nubia. So I know a little bit about Nubia. I know she's like, I believe she was like one of the first Amazons.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like I have her up on my screen because I had to like remember. I remember her actually a while back though, but
yeah, I know she dates back to like the origins of Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
I think she was like one of the first African American
Amazonian
characters.
I ain't gonna lie, she
like
looked.
A reboot.
I ain't gonna lie, I love Wonder Woman, but she looked better though.
Yeah, I know she just recently had like a series reboot that came out. I think it came out last year or something. Years ago. I think it's still ongoing, but I've been meaning to check that out. But yeah, Nubia is she's cool. I think her and Wonder Woman as a tag team would be crazy. Imagine her, because they're both like essentially the same size. Like,
right.
I don't think Nubia has the powers of Wonder Woman, but
she definitely got the strength though, for sure.
Yeah, like I don't think they have the exact same powers, but they're similar.
Damn, but to have both of them on this game though, I think that's cool as shit. Like that's such a cool concept.
Yeah, but then right after there's Raven.
I would main her if they put her in there.
Yeah, like come on, man. Like
right after there's Raven. What's Raven's origin name again?
Origin's name?
Damn, what was her name again? I think it's Rachel. Oh yeah, Rachel Roth. Yeah.
Her real name, right?
Yeah, it's Rachel Roth.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, Raven's definitely a go. She's a cool character.
I mean, yeah, I mean, do they have anybody else from? No, they don't have anybody else from like Teen Titans or anything in there, right? Like, just
no,
so she'll be the only one. Damn, that would be cool to add Robin in there too. Wait, he's
Nightwing.
Oh, we got Nightwing, right? He's in there. Yeah.
Well, no, he's not. It'd be cool to have Nightwing in there.
Gotcha.
There's no debating it. Gandalf has to be in this game. Lord of the Rings, bro. Yo.
Yeah, again.
Gandalf is in the game, bro. That's my main character.
That is him and Legolas, both of them. Like, I'm such a fucking Lord of the Ring fan, dude.
Bro.
And speak. I know I don't want to go in a tangent and go off on like a different subject, but that's a game that needs to come. Like they need to make a new one, dude.
Yeah, for real. Those original like PS2 series, Fellowship of the Ring, Twin Towers, Return of the King, fire. Like best co-op games ever.
Yo, that shit's fire. Don, you said you will make her like your main Raven.
Oh yeah, because I know she's probably gonna be like a distant fighter during her.
Oh yeah,
Stealthy
you gotta like these are such awesome characters to really consider, but you have to think about like their move sets because we already know how they are. So imagine their move sets in this game. And mind you, it's a free to play game, but it's still gonna be fun as shit. Like I'd really playing as Gandalf. Like come on, bro. Like he gonna fuck you up with the blade and he gonna cast spells and shit on you. Like that shit gonna be fire. Legolas too. He gonna shoot you with the fucking arrows and shit. That shit gonna be fire. Like.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
But but I think this is a perfect time to go back to what we were saying before. Like, so what characters would you like to see in the game in the future, though? If it decides to come out with DLC or something.
Oh yeah, I would love to see Mad Max. I think you said that was on the list too, right there.
Yeah, Mad Max.
Oh yeah, that'd probably be another one of my picks. Where I mean, shit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say like Kratos or nothing like that because like he's already been in enough fucking battle royale. I mean, not battle royale, but like these type of team games. Like he was on All Star, PlayStation All Star and fucking and Mortal Kombat. So it's like I wouldn't pick him. It's interesting. I'm just thinking like right now, like who would I like to really think? Well, I think about it, Mary. You can go ahead.
So the rest was Harry Potter. So you got Harry Potter, then you got Ron Weasley.
Yeah, Ron. Yeah,
definitely different, but I'm for it.
I'm open to it. Yeah, I'm not super excited for it, but I think it's a cool concept.
And then I see that you got Rick Sanchez, Morty, and then Chromalon, something like that.
I don't know who Chromalon is. I watched the series, but I don't know who he is. Maybe I got to go back and watch it, but I can definitely see Rick and Morty like because they could be in like the battle suits or like I don't know. They can they can like warp shit into hitting you or something like that, like their combat system. So I think that would be like such a cool concept to actually have Rick and Morty in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Plus, that's a big enough franchise that has a big fan base, so they probably would do that. See that
for sure. Damn, this is such. What'd you say? No, I was gonna say like this is such a cool concept though. Like to really. I really appreciate like them coming out with this free to play fighting game. You know what I mean? I took in a back seat on fighting games for a minute now. It's been a while, some time, and I think it's gonna be such a fun activity for especially for the summertime, which is perfect timing. I mean, it's not the real release of it, but I mean, at least we'll get a chance to have some fun on the beta. And it's just perfect timing because again, a lot of during the summertime gaming is not as it's not as hot during the summertime. It's pretty much dead because most of the time it's like the spring, the spring, the winter, the fall, all those times right there. We might get we got lucky with Evil Dead coming out, and I wanted to get into that next, but we got lucky with
that was actually supposed to. I don't think a lot of remember that was supposed to come out last year. It got pushed back.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know that.
I think it got pushed back twice. So it was supposed to come out last year. Then it was supposed to come out, I believe, in like February or January this year. It got pushed back again.
Till June. Yeah. I mean, till May. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't even think a lot of people did realize that. But, I mean, we got lucky because, I mean, it's besides this, it's been kind of dead, in my opinion. I mean, there's probably been a few games out there for people to enjoy, which I'm sure. But I'm saying like as far as a kind of a big hitter, a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, so I think this is perfect timing to release like a game like that around July as well, to let people enjoy the game and stuff. And what I would like to see from the developers and stuff like that, from them. Like, if this was their first introduction to their games, I would like to see what else can they conjure up. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know, like, what else can they do, and hopefully for their next game, which I already have good confidence in them because I feel like this game is going to be great. Um, I feel like they're gonna make the next project, paid for, whatever whatever it could be. But I have high hopes for this developers and stuff like that. So,
Yeah.
and Don, what about you? Any thoughts on that? Or
Oh yeah. I'm wondering what it's gonna do. What's it gonna do with the community, everybody. I wonder how it's all gonna play out. I'm seeing a lot of people already having fun with like I said, a lot of people in Tasmanian Devil and Shaggy and all that. So should be fun.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, like I said, we hope you guys get a chance to try this game out for sure. Definitely recommend it. We definitely gonna put a video up on the channel of us trying it out when the beta decides to come out. And hopefully you guys get to enjoy us playing it, and or get a chance to actually play it yourselves. But we can go ahead and start talking about. I know Don. I don't know if you didn't really get a chime. You can't. I don't know if you can really chime too much in because you didn't get a chance to really play Evil Dead. But I really wanted to know, like, talk about this because I thought this was like such a great game to come out. As far as like perfect timing. Um, one of the first survival games that I really enjoyed. Besides, like, I haven't enjoyed a game like this since Friday the 13th, and um, even at that, like, it was good, but it has so many issues and stuff, right? Because it wasn't like it was a big game to be put out there, but the servers they have a lot of technical issues. It wasn't as like big as Evil Dead is, but this is like very like one of the first games that I got a chance to really enjoy. Like, being, I didn't get a chance to really play like the Survivor, but I got a chance to play like the zombie, and it is challenging, very challenging. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, like, I played a specific class where you kind of possessed objects to kind of hit the survivors and stuff like that, or I can take control of the zombies and try to attack them and stuff like that. Um, and it could be difficult because you have to pick up the orbs and stuff like that uh, to really be able to possess things. It is an interesting mechanic in the game. I don't know, with that class, I just felt like I had, like, the worst kind of luck with it because I had such a hard time trying to kill the survivors, and it wasn't my first time. I tried it a few times, but I still think it's a fun game. You know what I mean? I think I definitely highly recommend everybody trying it. Mir, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it's really good. Like, I think I have uh I want to say 15 hours in or something like that.
Mm.
Sounds just about right. Yeah, I mean the game's great. Don, I'm not sure if you have any like if you're familiar with the Evil Dead, like the series.
Oh no, not at all.
So yeah, it's pretty much based off of a horror series
Yeah.
that came out in the 1980s. So the premise of the game. So let me explain like what the premise of the series was.
Okay.
So it's based off of a group of friends. This was a big thing in the 80s. Like, it was in Jason. I don't know about Freddy, but it was in like a lot of horror shit back in the 1980s. It was always about a group of friends going somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So the Evil Dead is based off of a group of friends going to this cabin that's like in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like, it's in the woods, and it's like the only cabin out there. So in the cabin, they find this book in the basement. It's called the Necronomicon or something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty much that's the English word for it, but it's translated as like the Book of the Dead. So like it's the Book of the Dead. So like they go ahead, they open the book up, and they essentially I don't remember if they said the wording or something. I think they did something to activate the book in order for it to like unleash like its demons and stuff in the actual world. but pretty much the book has to be activated. Like I think you have to say the incantation or translate it or something like that in order for it to be activated. But it's pretty much your typical like demon possesses everybody type shit, and there's one hero who kills everybody. So that's pretty much the way that the original movie worked. A group of friends went to the cabin. They found this book. The book possessed all the friends, and the main character, whose name's Ash, he pretty much had to kill everybody to survive. The other movies they kind of capitalize off of that, but you don't need to like understand any of that in order to like play the game. Like if you kind of watch the first movie, that kind of sums up how the game works. So like there's 4 survivors. So there's 2 different category types. So you can either play as a survivor or you can play as the demon, which is like the possessor. So from Nick's perspective, like everything he was talking about, that was all relating to the demon. Like you're one demon and you have to stop 4 survivors. So like that's the perspective he was giving you from. Like he was playing the demon class, but for the survivors, it's pretty much just one main objective. You have to find. Ultimately, what you have to do is you have to protect the book, the Necronomicon book. You have to protect that as the 4 survivors in order to vanquish and reverse the spell for all the evil that's been done throughout the world. Type shit. But the way that the game works is your 4 survivors. Each survivor has a different class type. So there's a healer class. There's I think there's like an engineer. There's a I think it's called recon or something like I think it's called marksman. And all these classes have unique abilities that cater to the team. So, for example, if you're a support class, you get to heal everybody. If you're a marksman class, you do more damage with weapons. If you're an engineer, I think you can carry more shields and provide shields for the team, and you also have the most health. So just keep in mind, among the 4 survivors, there's different classes that you can play to help you throughout the game. But the main objective is that there's about 4 different phases or objectives you have to do. So the first thing, when you first start the game off, you have to find 3 pieces of the map, which once you find 3 of those pieces of the map, that essentially allows you to find out where the missing pages from the book is, and it allows you to find the dagger that you need to kill the demons with. So once you get the 3 pages of the map, you can either go ahead and find the lost pages of the Evil Dead book, or you can go ahead and capture the dagger. But you have to complete both of those tasks regardless. It doesn't matter which one you do first, but you got to do both of them. So once you capture both of them, then you have to destroy the demons who are guarding the book, which is pretty easy. You just use the dagger to do that. Everybody has a dagger. But once you destroy the book, that's when you have to protect the book to make sure the demon doesn't destroy it. Because if he destroys it, then that means the spell cannot be reversed, and all of the demons that are in the world, they stay in the world forever. So like it's a repetitive thing every time you play it, but it's super fun. Like it's fun because the gameplay is great, the graphics are great, the cast, the characters are great because they pay homage to the original, the movies and everything, the Netflix series. And yeah, man, like the Survivor class is really dope. I think like if you do decide to get this game, or if you ever have time to check it out or anything, it is fully crossplay. So like all 4 of us could play. Me, you, Nick, me, Leah, we can all play together. We can go against the demon. So yeah, I think overall this is probably my, I want to say 3rd favorite game of this year so far.
Oh wow!
Obviously, Elden Ring being 1, Horizon being 2, and then this is definitely my 3rd favorite game for sure.
Oh, how about that? Sick.
It's so fun, dude. It's so fun. Like it's and that's why I found it interesting that he gave like, you see what I'm saying? Like you see how you're getting both of both worlds, right? Like you're getting both perspective, because I didn't get a chance to play the Survivor, but he did. And I got a chance to play the zombie perspective, but he didn't. So I thought that was really awesome that we were both able to like talk about it.
Yeah, both perspectives.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's
Yeah.
like he said before, it's very challenging as the zombie. It's like I feel like they really want you to play the survivor first because it's just a little more easier. With the zombie, it's a little more, I would say it's a little more complex. And why I say that is because you have a huge map, and this map is huge, right? Like this is not like
Yeah,
one of those.
it's not Dead by Daylight or like Friday. Like it's double the size of both of those. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
God,
I
you
just
can
about to
drive
say
like
that.
you, bro. You can. It's essentially like a small battle royale map because like there's different areas on the map. So like if you're at the top of the map, you have to and like let's say you're at the top of the map, and then like you need to find an objective, and it's at the bottom of the map. It's not. There's no teleporters. There's no quick travel, like there's vehicles in the game to help you get there, but the map is huge. Like
That's dope because you have more room to explore and yeah, that gives you much more.
And it gives you a
yeah,
lot of more mobility. It doesn't get old quick. And then I don't know if he already said this. I don't believe so. But there's a different change of weather in there as well.
yeah,
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
right, like it even makes it more interesting because now it's not one of those survival games that kind of does the same formula and the same. If it's day, it's day. If it's night, it's night. No, it transitions while you're playing the game, and it makes it a little more challenging. And I think that's very fun. I think that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I was like, this is a really fun game, man. I've never seen a game that does all these good combinations within survival and especially with zombies as well. Because let's be honest, besides zombies on Call of Duty, I mean, I've never played a zombies game that's this fun. In my opinion, I mean, we had Plants vs Zombies. We tried a lot of zombie games out there. World War Z, tons of stuff out there. But I don't know this one. Yeah, I don't. To be honest, I don't. It's just a lot of them doesn't really come close to this, in my opinion. So it's definitely like you definitely need to try this game out for sure. And
Man,
yeah,
that's good to hear. Especially coming from like a movie game, because typically movie games are not that well made. But
yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
good.
No, you're 100% accurate on that because a lot of movie based games have been dog shit the last couple of years. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, I definitely want to put that up there uh, with my favorite games of 2022 for sure. Now, for my anticipated, I'm because I'm curious on like how would it go against like because I don't know if you've seen that as well. Like we got the Chainsaw Massacre, Texas Chainsaw Massacre game coming out too. I don't know if you heard about that, right? Did you?
Oh yeah, I heard about that last year. Yeah,
You did. So you did hear about it. Okay.
I think I seen even gameplay of it
Yeah,
too.
I'm not sure if it's supposed to be dropping this year. It might come out next year. I'm not sure, but if it does come out this year, I want to know like how would that do or how the Quarry would do. But these are different platformers. Like these are different. It's not survival and stuff like that. But out of survival and horror put together, I think this is like the perfect combination of a great franchise and game. So even with those two horror games coming up, I still think it won't be competing because like those games are, well, they're the Quarry's not really a multiplayer driven game. It's only story based, and even with the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's gonna be the same exact formula as fucking Friday the 13th. Now it might be in a different setting and it might be a couple of the mechanics might be a little different, but it's still kind of the same thing on Friday the 13th. So it wouldn't still be comparable to you know Evil Dead because Evil Dead is so different. Like I think it's so great. It's such a generic game itself, and I think it's amazing. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I was just about to say that Texas Chainsaw Massacre just looks like another clone of
it
Friday
is.
the
No, it
13th
is.
and
It is. That's
Until
why.
Dawn.
That's why I don't think it's. I don't know if I had. I don't want to judge it too soon because I haven't really seen a lot of content on it. I don't know if there's like trailers or gameplay, but I don't see it going far. I don't. And as far as like I said, this is survival and horror, so it does fall under the horror category with Evil Dead. Um,
Yeah.
It's I don't see a lot of horror driven games that's going to be comparable. I mean, I know you did say Scorn is going to be there, but that's I don't. It's not going to be
It's like a
multi.
single player game. That's not like
Yeah,
multiplayer.
yeah. So
It's
as
more
far as
story based.
multiplayer survival horror, this is the perfect game for 2022, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely piques my interest. I'm
Yeah,
gonna look into it more.
highly recommend anybody that haven't got a chance to play the game, check it out for sure, and hope you guys enjoy it. Um, and then yeah, I think that's about it. I think that we covered everything on the episode. Do you guys have any other takes that you want to take care of, or
Yeah, I mean, I have one.
go ahead?
So I know, like, everybody still here has a Switch, right?
Yes, I still have mine. Yeah.
Okay. Because the new Mario Strikers comes out in 2 weeks, so they actually had like a free demo out. So I tried the demo a couple days ago. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
And I know that's going to be huge too for Switch gamers. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like, because Mario Strikers on GameCube is fucking great. Like, I love that shit.
I never actually
So
got a chance to check it out. Is it a fun thing? Is it a fun game to try out? Or
yeah, Mario Strikers was definitely like one of the better sports games, like on the Nintendo, like the GameCube and everything. So I think Strikers just kind of like doubles up on everything. It took a lot of what was so good about that one, and it's kind of implemented in the Switch version. And I don't know, like Switch ports are just so good when they come from Nintendo. Like graphically, the game looks really good. I believe it runs at 60. So yeah, I'm super excited for this one. Most of the Mario games that come out that are like adventure based, they kind of suck, to be honest. Like Mario Tennis died when it came out. I
yeah.
didn't even play Mario Golf because I was uninterested. Mario Party didn't really like it, neither one of them. And I mean Mario Kart, the shit's like a 10-year-old game, like
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
They're all pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Cause like
Yeah,
I tried Mario Party and it was cool. I guess if it's one of those games that you just if you're bored, you don't have any like cool fucking games around the house to play. It's one of those. It's just like if you're with a friend, just pop the shit in and just like play it. It's not something that you're enjoying while you're playing.
yeah, the mini games kind of suck.
Like it's the same shit over and over again. I think Mario Strike. I've never
Yeah,
tried it, and I did see good things about it, and I think that's great that you brought that up too, because I think yeah, I think the Switch hasn't been popping since Kirby came out, and I think that was only like what a month ago, maybe.
shit, that came out this year. I thought it came out last year.
No, the new Kirby game, right? Like, no, I think that came out like
Yeah,
about maybe 2 months the most, probably ago. But I'm just saying, like, I
shit.
think Nintendo hasn't really been up there, man. It's just been falling behind on things, and
Yeah,
because we're still waiting for whatchamacallit to come out. Splatoon, right? I think Splatoon 3,
yeah. That's one of my highly anticipated games.
and then with Don
Splatoon 3.
checking out Bayonetta, but I don't think Bayonetta is only going to be for the Switch down, right? I think it's going to be on other platforms as well.
No, that's a Nintendo exclusive.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, yeah, there you
That comes
go.
out in September, I believe.
Wait, oh shit! I thought you said it was coming out in the summertime, or did it get pushed back?
Oh no, I guess they considered that the summertime, but I see that more as fall, September. But this is
Uh,
announced last year, but it's September though. Yeah,
Damn, you got some time on there, bro.
yeah.
All right.
Made it 3.
Yeah. I think this is perfect timing though. Like I said, I definitely want to check it out. Definitely, guys, if you guys want to check it out on the Nintendo store, it's a free demo up there before the game comes out. When does the game come out, Mir? You said?
I think it's on the 14th or the 7th. Hold on.
Yeah, I hear that Mario Strikers has like a big cult fan base from
I
back
never
then.
tried it. But I've heard so many.
It comes out the 10th.
June
Comes out
10th?
the 10th.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's only 2 weeks out. That's amazing. I've heard I've heard even people talk about it, and it's like I've never heard anything bad about this fucking game at all. At all. Like I think it's really one of those games I think you're gonna enjoy as you play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it came out around the time where those extreme sports games used to be pushed out by EA Sports, like the street football and the street
Yep.
basketball. Where
Yeah, it came out in 2005.
okay,
Damn, perfect
Yeah.
timing. All right, Don. You have any other takes? No.
oh, you said me?
Yeah. Did you wanted to say anything to our audience?
Oh no, that's about it. Yeah, I think of as far as latest games coming out.
No, it don't have to be games though. If you have anything else you kind of want to share out there.
Oh no, that's about it.
All right. All right. Well, I personally don't have anything as well because I'm just taking everything in with Stranger Things coming out. I hope everybody's enjoying the series as I am. It's fucking nuts.
I gotta catch up.
You need to catch up, my friend. It is amazing. It is a lot of things is happening in there. I mean, I'm sure, and this is not spoilers or anything like that, but it's amazing to have one of the most legendary, iconic actors on the series is Robert Englund as Freddy Krueger. He's a part of the series now. I don't know if he's like permanent, but it's such an honor to see him back in the horror franchise again. He's been out of it for some time, I guess. I haven't seen him done anything in a long time, but I think that's such a great take on that, and I hope you guys are enjoying the series as much as I am. As we all, once we all get caught up with the series, we'll definitely do an episode and definitely just dive into like not even just each episode, but just each scenario. Like, what do we feel like where this series is going to be going in season 5 when it comes out? And with Obi-Wan Kenobi, I haven't tried it, but I've been seeing so many good reviews on it. A lot of people saying it's awesome. I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. So, yeah.
Yeah. Another thing that once we get a chance to, we definitely gotta check out House of the Dragon.
Oh my god! I've been saying this, bro.
We gotta check
I've
that out.
been saying this, man. I haven't said it on the
First episode date is August 21st.
It's
gonna be crazy.
I haven't said it on the podcast, but I've been saying it to like people I've worked with. I was like, I am so fucking excited because I'm such a Game of Thrones fan. I think it's gonna be awesome to see.
Don, have you seen Game of Thrones?
Oh no, I never watched it.
Oh man, you gotta get on it.
You gotta get on it, bro.
It's just so long. I'm like, I'm never gonna be able to catch up to this.
There's no time, man. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of time for you to get into it, man. It's so amazing, and that's one of the series that I would have thought you would have watched because there's a lot going on in that series, like.
Yeah, I know it's like really dark.
It's super dark, and there's just a lot going on, and so many iconic characters. I just was like, damn. I just want to know, like, where is it going to be heading, though? Like, I don't know if this continue. This is before, like, the Queen of Dragons.
Yeah, this is before Game. I think this is like, I think like 500 or 5,000 years before Game of Thrones.
So it's way before the Queen of Dragons.
Way before like Game of Thrones and Daenerys and everything.
Yo, this shit is gonna be fire. Oh man, this series is gonna be great. And with She-Hulk coming around the corner too, and all this.
Yeah, it's another good one.
She-Hulk, Miss Marvel's coming out, I believe, next week as well. Either June 10th or June. Yeah, I think in June. It's definitely around the corner. So it's a lot of interesting shows that's coming out this year. And
a lot of good upcoming content.
Amazing. That's why I say I can't wait to talk about all these fucking episodes on the podcast. I think it's good. A lot of people are gonna enjoy that. But yeah, a lot of amazing things coming to the podcast and coming out, and that we're definitely going to be diving into, and hoping you guys tune in to kind of enjoy our takes and our conversations about those things. But yeah, we can wrap it up here, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode as much as we did in talking about it. I hope you guys subscribe to our channels, and are following us on our social media, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok and all those fun things, and also Spotify as well. And yeah, I think that's about it. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Thank you guys. Everybody have a good one.
Yep, have a good one. Peace.
Peace.